Yo, what's going on, guys? Viego got some pretty big buffs, so now he can crit on his passive when you hit them with a Q and then auto. And on top of that, they gave his R more execute damage, so you can more consistently get inside of people and get your resets. With all that being said, Viego is a worse version of Master Yi, simply because he doesn't scale quite as hard typically, and on top of that, he doesn't have the dive option Master Yi does. The only way he outshines Master Yi is in a raw gank, but if the gank turns into a dive, Yi's better because he can dodge turret shot with his Q, block one with his W, swap aggro with Q. Viego, when you go inside of somebody, the turret still hits you. It doesn't block a shot, dodge a shot, swap aggro. It just keeps pegging you, and you'll take 3 shots when you go inside of somebody. So Viego's dive potential isn't the best unless you're already super high HP, typically after a full item. So since Viego has the kind of crit scaling now off his Q passive, Viego's best builds get early crit with Shield Bow, Essence Reaver, typically into Infinity Edge. So you're basically just going to stack up crit really heavy. Let's try not to reset this. Holy moly. They just try to make the can't reset instantly when you pull it out. Q auto, W auto to spread out our passive. Every time you hit something with an ability, your next auto hits twice. So yeah, we're going to be looking for a Shield Bow into Essence Reaver, then Infinity. It should be a lot of fun. Up against a Rammus, so this game Black Cleaver, Divine Sunder might be a bit better, but I want to show you guys the damage output, the burst, the shred of the more critty style Viego. Part of the issue with going for Kraken Slayer is, first item especially, it leaves you so freaking squishy that pretty much anything can kill you. Like even supports, like a Brand support, Zyra support can one tap you. In Viego, you need to stay alive long enough, just like a Katarina, to pop off and carry the game. The enemies can see your E, so if you put it on a wall, they'll be able to see super easily. So typically when you're farming, you'll just lay it in a little puddle and stand on it for extra attack speed, and then once you go invisible, it's also extra movement speed. Something to think about. Your W does more damage the longer you charge it. Or is it the longer stun? Yeah, it's a longer stun. But it's Vi's Q that does more damage the longer you charge it. For Viego, it's a 0.25 second stun versus a 1.25. It's a pretty big difference. He really doesn't farm the healthiest in the world. Q auto, W auto. We're trying to kite out the little one around the big one. We can take 5 less autos that way. It'll definitely help. Now that we've pretty much finished clearing this camp, there's no reason to use our E. We finished our full clear a little before 320. Not bad. Some issues with my mouse there. Alrighty. Scion is low. We could potentially invade Rammus, kill him here if he didn't gank. We'll see. Sometimes Rammuses do full clears. I wouldn't really recommend... Oh, he's on it right now. Where the heck did this guy go? I don't know if he saw me or not, but he kind of just got the Gromp and vanished. Alright, that's fine. We'll look for double scuttle. Rammus's full clear isn't that optimal because it's not very fast like you saw there. We could finish around 320. He finished around 340. Pretty big difference. Okay, so he really delayed what he was doing there. Just gonna help Lux push just real quick. Because the soul backed, I don't want him to be able to roam. I want him to have to come back to lane. We'll go ahead and take this. Auto Q. Go and smite this. We could take his Raptors on spawn. Jack should be able to get out of that. Rammus ganks are good, but he needs his teammate to do the damage. Rammus damage early on is rather on the low side. There's nothing for us to truly gank right now. I'll go ahead and take Rammus Raptors and look for a reset. Might be able to gank the soul there if I really want to. Still have red buff, so I'm getting some extra healing, that extra damage and slow as well. I'll cross probably back over for my Raptors here in a moment. That way Rammus can't threaten. Go ahead and E out. Get our flash W. We get his flash there. Like, it'd obviously be best if we got the kill, but it's fine. It really is fine because now his flash is down. We can re-gank him. I don't have boots, so it's not that simple to actually land the stun. Got to be able to get to him. You can no longer do that trick where you press W then E and then you can kind of hide the W animation. They took that away. Viego was far too potent in pro play and ultra high elo to where They've taken away a lot of his kind of tricky mechanics. I haven't reset yet. I'm about to reset. Luck should have reset to get her mana back. She's kind of just staying in lane with 0 mana. She's not going to be able to CS. So I was helping her kind of push the wave there. We split up our full clear. You want to try to avoid doing that. It's only because I did his wrap, so I wanted to cover mine and push off. Raptors are one of the easiest camps to invade because you can do so safely with many escape routes. First item back, we want to get as much of our shield bow as possible. We can use this to get back a bit quicker. If we go to our Gromp first. Jax gets the kill, very cool. Oftentimes on Viego, you won't get early kills. His ganks, they're okay, but they're not to the level where if they have flash, you'll get the kill. You have to have your teammate pull an insane amount of weight or the enemies to be super far pushed up to get a kill on him pre-6. Once you're 6 is typically when things start to spice up a bit. I guess I'll go mid. I still don't know why Lux hasn't backed yet. I think I can solo Rammus this early in the game, especially if he's on cooldowns. I'll just leave that there. I also wanted to kill Soul. I wasn't just walking up here for a blind invade. Soul was low. It made sense at the time. I can counter gank here, so we see the Soul's roaming. I'm pinging him out. He was literally here. Okay, okay. Anyways, so he faked roamed. All right. That is shocking. He on my screen, he was like super deep, but he ended up pulling back. Kind of just waiting for the Rams to show up, man. He is absent. No clue what their team's doing, man. I don't want to start it either because he should be here any moment. If I attack him once his thing's on cooldown, I do not get where this guy is. Ganking bot's hard. Look where they're positioned. They're so close to turret plus Thresh Lantern. I can take this safely. I don't want to use E. If you're in enemy territory, your E is a really good escape tool with the speed up it provides. You'd be better off holding that. We'll hold W as an escape tool well as well. It's a dash. Still hovering on the Ram as he's just not here. Guess I'll take the red. Maybe he's in my jungle. I don't know. He might have rage quit or something. He should have been here so long ago. That's so strange. Okay, he's... What was this guy's route? Because he doesn't have red buff. Yeah, he's going to come for his red buff. I missed my stun on. I think Lux Lane Snare auto Q, auto him down. His R's on cooldown as well. We're going to go inside of him here. I can go for the Thresh Kaisa, I think. Got him. We're going to go ahead, auto her down with my red buff autos. Play into hook, slower first. Into my R, auto Q, auto. Notice how I didn't use my W too soon because I didn't want to lose my dash. Just in case Kaisa had flash and she flashed away, I can then use my W to close distance there. So that's kind of why we held on to it. I can't believe the Ram has stalled me out that hard. He should have been to his red buff like 40 seconds sooner. So then I take Scuttle, then I hover mid, then I take Raptors, and I go back to red. Like I did so many different things just waiting for that bunghole to come back. It's kind of funny. I have an awkward amount of gold. I can't actually buy what I want to get. Dragon's still up, so I'm going to hover. I should have bought a control ward. That's my bad. Should have gotten one. You can always get a Black Cleaver to deal with tanks. Viego can apply Black Cleaver quickly because his Q is physical damage, R is physical damage, and obviously his passive double tap autos is pretty consistent. I don't care if they know where I am right now because I have to hover Dragon anyways. Plus it's bot lane meta. Top lane's so irrelevant right now. Or much more relevant than it typically is, I'd say. I think D-Ring's so much better than a tier start on most champs. D-Ring gives you back a fudge load of mana anyways. Q auto, W auto, Q auto. We're going to set that down for the extra attack speed, 30% at this point. Smite it down. Might be able to kill this guy. Go for Emax second. I don't want to R for this because, yeah, I figured that would happen. He didn't have a very good escape route there. We need to finish pushing this in. Q, auto, W, auto. And you see how I'm still taking the turret shots? It doesn't break aggro or anything. Got the flay, got the slow. Down she goes. Easy peasy. And she couldn't come back to lane. If there's 3 people there, especially if people are close to full items, it's just so dangerous. We use our free R since whenever you go inside of someone, you get a free R to use, so you might as well use it before it's about to spit you out of them. Gonna run him down, get the stun. Lux literally missed snare. That's alright. We'll act like we're leaving, but we're not. The Kaisa might shoot her missile, and here's the thing. I don't know. Auto W, auto R. We hit them both with R, which is a slow, a lot of damage. We're gonna... Ooh, alright. You want to play rough, huh? Auto, she's slowed. Auto Q. Down she goes. I'll be taking all this. We'll use our free R here in a second once it's about to spit us out. So the rule of thumb is on Viego. You want to dump out the enemy abilities typically as fast as possible, especially if you don't know what their abilities do. There's no reason to just sit inside of them, right? So let's say I kill someone or get an assist and I go inside. My goal is to use their abilities as fast as possible and then use my R reset so I can get back into Viego mode and kill everybody. That should be your general thought process. Pick up shield bow here. We'll look for, against their team, probably Merc Treads, honestly, because Rammus taunt. They also have a lot of magic damage. And then, yeah, we go Essence Reaver. So after Essence Reaver, we want to go for Infinity Edge, probably Black Cleaver. Then we can get Bloodthirster. Whenever you're pushing edges of the map to get full clear routes set up for maximum income, because your R is on cooldown and maybe your R and flash are on cooldown, just use your E against the wall. You'll get a lot more done that way. Kai'Sa's pushing bot side right now. My R is still on cooldown, so I'm not really feeling like I'm missing out on anything. Pre-6 on Viego is extremely slow and full clear heavy. And he doesn't beat many junglers in a solo fight. Like, you're going to get thrashed by typically a Poppy, a Nocturne, a Warwick, a Diana, a Master Yi, Graves, Kindred. The only jungler who I could think of Viego would beat is an ultra low damage jungler like Nunu. Like, Nunu's early game is very low damage. But once Viego 6 is when he starts to shine, because his R's and execute a lot of damage, a big slow, and the slow sets up everything from your autos, your Q. Your W and your Q are both skill shots, so the slow from your smite and your R both really help to land. We get this done. I'm gonna get the R on this guy. Go inside. I don't know what his abilities do, so I'm kind of just press them. Yeah, I have no clue what Soul does. I haven't played him since his rework. I clicked the wrong one, obviously. I wasn't closing in on Rammus at all. Got red buff on him. Oh, I got my shield bow shield. We're chilling. That was messy, man. Yeah, I should have just... Generally, it's a good thing when you mash out the buttons, but on Soul, I don't know. I probably would have been better if I just walked with him and waited for my R reset. Because once you go inside of them, it makes you wait like a second and a half before it'll let you use your R reset. It's kind of funny. Oh, man. Auto W, auto Q, auto. Yeah, Viego feels really good, man. I love shield build Viego. I can see why it's his highest win rate build right now. Them giving him the crit option off of a Q auto on the extra auto attack makes a world of difference for crit Viego. Before they did that, it was making Divine Sunder generally the clear cut option. Stun him. W auto, Q auto. I can't really get to that. Nice. I'll go inside of it though. I'm gonna take so much damage from the stupid turret. When you go inside, you do get a big chunk of health, but yeah, I'll see that. Astral Flight. I'm still flying! Look at that! How sick is that, man? Two of them are dead. Might as well start it. I'm ahead too. So Rammus's biggest mistake this game was the fact that he played so heavy topside. Is it easy to gank Jax? Absolutely not. He has a double AoE stun. He can jump away to a minion or a ward. It's super challenging to kill. Now think about it this way. Caitlyn and Ashe, neither one have very good mobility, especially the Ashe. Plus you have a Thresh. If Rammus camped the bot lane, it would have been so much easier. But instead he started standard red, Krug, Rap. Or, yeah, that's what he did. But you should do red, Rap, Krug, typically gank, or red, Krug, Rap, gank. Rammus, once he's level 3 of the red buff, is usually when he starts ganking. Like, he doesn't need to full clear. His level 4 and level 3, there's no real difference at all. All Rammus typically needs is for his teammate to be at least level 2, so they can follow up with some kind of strong ability, because Rammus will land his CC for free. Because we're at a stage now where he didn't get much done early, and his champion can't farm that fast, so he's just going to perpetually fall behind. Because look at RCS, 1 in 40 almost, he's only 67. So he's not in a comfortable position. What they need is for me to throw my shutdown gold. If they kill me, they'll get 1,000 gold, which is more than 3 kills worth. I just gotta mind my positioning here. We'll go ahead and E, get the big speed up. Q auto, smite it down. Try to focus the Rammus here, just because he's low. Go inside of him. Oh, I got CC'd. I'll go ahead and R for that. Oh, I didn't get it. I just wasted my... Well, I didn't waste it because that was my free one. I'll go ahead and smite him into a stun. Auto, Q auto. I don't have to waste R for this. I can still hold on to my original R. Hey, Scion v Scion action, boy. I got a heart still. Cool. Permanent HP. What happens if I charge it up? Oh, it makes me cancel it when it spits me out. That's sick. Walk him down. Hit him with Q auto, W auto. I was waiting to flash flay somebody, but no one would step up there. Got it. Oh, I kind of got spat out right when I was trying to finish my combo. I have no clue what's happening. I'm just gonna R out, flash. Yeah, I'll get inside of you, buddy. Oh, he hit it. Yeah, I don't want to chase. It's not worth dying here. If I kill them, I might not even get 300 gold since they're behind. But if they kill me, they'll get more than 3 kills worth of gold. We have the inhib. We have the dragon pressure. We don't need any more kills. We can coast off of what we have. They have to come to us. So we'll take every neutral on the map until they do. I also need to spend my gold. They probably feel like they can get back into the game because they think, oh, well, we have Scion. Oh, we have Rammus. Honestly, tank meta is, for the most part, a lie. It's not tanks that's good. It's outrageous heavy CC. And although Rammus, yes, does have a decent amount of CC, it's not as much as you would think. Rammus has, like, his Q, even though it is AoE, typically he only hits one person with it. His R is technically AoE, typically he can only hit one person with it. And his Q and his R is the same CC. Like, if he doesn't Q, his R isn't a knockup. So he has one basically single target knockup, one single target taunt, versus a big Amumu R or double Amumu stun gap close, or necessarily a Nunu 5-man snare slash big snowball knockup. So like Rammus does have good CC. It's strong CC against a single person, but it's not enough to really cripple me and what I'm trying to do. Again, stun, auto Q auto. Lux didn't snare in time. That's fine. Scion's on the split. I could R over the wall onto them. I don't want to take too much aggro though. Get the stun, auto Q auto with the R. Wait, he didn't die if he flashed. That's bad. Huh. No clue what Jax is doing. He's kind of just farming my camps. He should have TP'd 10 years ago. Yeah, they shouldn't be there. I'm doing the wrong pings on accident. Could rotate for Scion. I'd kind of rather have red buff though. We should be pushing these side lanes. We don't really need to push mid. We already have that inhib. Smite him into a stun. Auto Q auto. Don't mind if I do. Get the knock up into a heart still. He flashed my E because he knew. Hey, makes me cancel it. I can R over the wall. I don't want to get hooked underneath turret though. We're really just... Oh, Kaisa just did that. She must be trying to FF. Oh, no, she did get a kill out of it. Never mind. She might just be being greedy for gold. We should take bot turret and dragon here, 100%. And the game's wrapped. Soul's a super slow-paced champion. He's basically a Nazir turret. Yes, this stands still to do damage most of the time. All of our camps are up. At this stage of the game, if you've built a lead and you've played smart, avoid dying. This is the stage of the game that honestly gets kind of boring because they know they can't step up to team fight you. They're waiting for you to do something stupid, right? And then you just collect dragons until you win the game by default. Is basically what happens. You win with dividends, with interest, while they just get blown apart by overdrafts and minimum balance payments and all that. So, I mean, it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, I guess like when you're ahead, you should kind of be rewarded for that. So it's a tough thing to balance. But yeah, dragons are OP, man. Each one's roughly 500 gold value, plus the soul itself is around 2k gold value. To where if you have 4 drags plus soul, you basically have over a full item over the enemies. I'll block that E, run him down, and I missed into the stun. I'll take that with him. Auto Q. I'm gonna R out. I don't want to die. It's not worth. Soul just busted a nut on somebody. The enemies have the pathing here. Our AD carry decided she was gonna stay bot lane to split when our whole team wasn't there. Although staying bot was probably one of our best moves. If our team isn't doing it, she shouldn't be there because she can get soloed by like anyone on their team. I'm just waiting for dragons to spawn. We don't even need Baron to win. My whole team's dead. We can't like really fight for Baron now. Like if we go to Baron and we don't get it and I die, they can actually win the game because then they can start fighting us on drag fights with their tanks. Oh, I actually got that. Dang. Got the stun, auto Q auto. I'm gonna flash that. Auto W auto, there we go. I should have just R'd to get away from that. R auto W auto. He can't hit me while I'm channeling, I don't think. Pretty solid. We can step back up, take inhib, or we can take Baron. Either or is fine. I used my free R from being inside of him, and I still have my original R. If you don't use your free R while you're inside, you don't get to use it once you come out. Might as well use the free dash. We should just play for Baron and Dragons. Like, we don't have to try to end. It's hard to end on a soul without supers with Baron buff because he lasers them down, and then when you overcommit, he has a lot of HP and you're getting double penetrated by the turrets. It's nasty. There's a lot of risk involved, and there's no need. Like I said, the Dragons, the massive dividend effect versus them just getting chipped away and falling apart. The Dragons are simply too strong, man. They know they can't step up. Even if they steal this, if they die for it, it's literally not worth it. That was a good Ashar. I'm in a weird spot though. Like, Drag's literally our win con. We don't have to end here. Winning here is absolutely not essential at all. So Bork is still good on Viego. With this specific build, it's not the focus. Bork is more of a Divine Sunder style build or more of a Kraken build. Although I do think it'd be good against their team. That's not what we went for, so it wouldn't make sense to kind of go it right now. Now we could. After Black Cleaver, we could run Bork, do just fine. I'm thinking we would go for, realistically, kind of a crystal item. We don't have a single HP item, so we'd probably go for Lord Doms to rip apart Rammus and Scion, do a lot of percent-based damage against them. It also gives AD and crit. Tried to run him down, couldn't get to it. Should push bot, play for drag. Easy win con. Easy peasy. Dragons are overtuned by a lot. They buffed them at the end of season 12 while simultaneously they giga nerfed heralds for no reason. Because, well, the reason they did it, they want people to basically fight over dragons. The thing is, the team that's ahead can most of the time take it without much of a contest. If they built a lead. That's what makes League so snowbally right now. Is who's ever snowballing, if you just go for dragons, dude, it's it's a lot. Because there was a point where dragons were weak enough to where even if one team did get them all, like let's say the team who was getting them all, they had like a Pantheon, LeBlanc, and a Pike, right? A bunch of champs that fall off. And the other teams got big boy stuff, like a late game Jinx, plus a Janna, and maybe like a Scion top. They got those types of champs. They can still win versus 4 dragons, but in this meta, even if you have the most early game comp ever, as long as you get 4 drags plus soul, you're still probably going to win the game. Like, it's going to be so tough to beat. There's no reason for them to be there. It was literally just drag soul, then group and end. That was kind of troll. Luckily, none of them had 1,000 shutdown like we have. We can't push for the end yet, is the thing. I don't need the blue, obviously. Viego doesn't have mana cost. My cooldowns are insanely low as is. Like 2 seconds on my Q. Yeah, we'll go ahead and push top now. Jax can't follow up with TP. You can get things rolling a little bit. Yeah, we kind of have to leave this area is the thing. There's only so much we can do with 2 players dead. I'm gonna pinch this sign off. Look at those sexy triple pings. Looks good. Probably gonna have to W just to get to this guy. Ooh. I thought that was an Ashu auto. It was just my Kate. He's got nowhere to go. Outrunning Viego is actually really hard because you're E. Put it on the wall, run around town. I'm not sure what they think they're stalling for exactly. We have Drag Soul. This guy's moving really fast for some reason. I don't know why. He just kind of is. Auto Q auto. I definitely need armor penetration to kill this guy. He's just wasting our time. Like, this is not going to end the way he thinks it's going to. Get him with the knock up. My heart's still on him. He gets it off me. I don't really care though. I'm actually going to, well, I can't get what I'm trying to get, I don't think. I can't get my Black Cleaver. If I have Black Cleaver and LDR, holy crap, I'll be able to kill him in just a few seconds. Oh, Hash gets hooked. They're fighting again without me. This is the second time. Or they're just mindlessly kind of going in. Luckily, Jax is overtuned. Still. Auto Q. I run down the Kaisa. Got with my stun. That sucks. That sucks so hard. I had to flash for that too. I went invisible, but I'm actually gonna die. Yeah, I actually just like got destroyed. Oh man, I need LDR so bad. So the biggest mistake I made there was kind of staying inside of Kaisa because I was super squishy. I was super squishy inside her. She doesn't have much HP. I'm 3 levels up on her. But yeah, the team basically just fighting without us. And you're gonna say, "Whoa, you should have been with them." Obviously, but I'm chasing Scion. We can't just let Scion just push our base while they defend underneath turret with Soul Shred. It's just one of those things. Got Black Cleaver. We're going for LDR next. Have 367. It's one of those things. Hopefully my team doesn't fight without me. They don't have to fight. All they have to do is once the enemies commit to Baron, my teammates just kind of poke around with the Lux Ash. Should be pretty easy. The enemies haven't committed, so like this is a foolish fight because the enemies literally haven't committed. But like, yeah, the enemies literally didn't commit to it. Auto Q, auto R. I'm just dead now. Yeah, I'm just dead. I can't go in. Once Jax decides he's gonna rush in 1v5 as fast as he can, when Rammus spawns in 6 seconds before me and Rams can get there faster because it's Rammus, then I need to let them all die. He's gonna if I follow his decision making, we're actually gonna have some issues. Hopefully they lose inhib here. It's a cannon plus super. Fash could have stopped Scion recall maybe. Scion's gonna chew them up. Super's gonna keep swapping aggro, walk around a little bit. They get Baron. That's not good. Instead of Black Cleaver, I honestly should have just gone for LDR. Jax goes for the split. He's going to die for an inhib. Absolutely 100,000% not worth it, even if he got the inhib. And he just cost us Elder as well. So last 2 team fights plus Elder. This guy is on a roll. He's sprinting on the winning team as many deaths as he has kills. Typically, when you're on the winning team, you're going to be dying less because your team's more fed and you have free stats. But there are those who choose to kind of just do as they must, do as they wish. I'm not fighting for this. Jax is doing, yeah, I don't know. We can't go to that fight. They're really tanky. There's no skill involved in terms of Scion Rams walking my way while Sol literally stands still and I get lasered to death. So it's just one of those things. I can't do it. Jack stopped his base, but they got Elder. I'm dead. I can't move. We got inhib. Jax gets soloed by the Scion. And this game went absolutely rancid. It's an important lesson, guys. The moral of the story is, even if you're ahead and even if you shouldn't lose, if you have someone on your team who decides they're going to make you lose, you're absolutely going to lose. The enemy's comp was too tanky to have someone on our team just solo running in and dying constantly, but it was still a fun game. I hope you guys learned something. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.